Hey guys, you're listening to English Made Simple. This is episode 51, número 51. Hello, hola everyone. My name is Milena from EnglishMadeSimple.net. How is it hanging? What's shaking? How have you been? What have you been up to? These are just some different ways of saying how are you? Okay? How is it hanging? What's shaking? Those two are more informal. You should use them with your friends. Right. In this short and sweet episode, we're going to learn some new vocabulary. This episode is going to bring down the house. We're going to learn some new words so you can start using them immediately and impress people, okay? Primarily, we will learn some new English sayings using the verbs bring and take. You know, the ones we've learned in the last episode, episode 50. We are now going to put them into practice. We will use them in some examples together with some Spanish translations, okay? So you can remember them easily. Hope you guys had a great week. Let's cut the small talk and begin this episode. Let's start with the word take. The word take is one of the most frequently used words in the English language. It's used a lot. Same as the word get. The word get sounds very familiar. And that's because we learned about the word get in episode 16. Go and check it out. If you haven't listened to that episode before, check it out. If you're curious, go back and listen to episode number 16. Awesome. Let's move on. Now, I think there are about 50 expressions that we use this word take. And guess what? We used one expression last week in the last short and sweet episode to take something for granted. Darlo por hecho, darlo por sentido. We learned this last week. Let's start off with the word bring, because I only have two expressions using the word bring. Traer, because I don't tend to use expressions with the word bring that often. I use the phrasal verbs a lot. There are many phrasal verbs with the word bring, and you will also learn them in the next episode on Sunday. These phrasal verbs are quite important and they're used on a regular basis, so it's very important that you listen to the next episode. The first phrase I want you to learn is bring something out in the open, or even get something out in the open. Traer o salir a la luz pública. It means to reveal a secret. For example, tell me what's bothering you. Let's bring it out in the open and talk about it. Bring something out in the open. The next expression using the word bring. To bring down the house. Echar la casa abajo, venirse abajo. I used this expression just in my introduction. It's an informal expression. You will hear it in songs and movies. You will hear it in songs like pop or rock songs or Justin Bieber. It is actually an informal expression to bring down the house. For example, every time there is an international comedy festival in Melbourne, I always go and see one particular comedian. He is from Venezuela and he lives in Australia. His name is Ivan Aristeguieta. I hope I said that correctly. This guy knows how to bring down the house. What this means, he knows how to talk to the audience. He knows how to entertain the audience. He knows how to show them a great time. So that were two expressions using the word bring. If you need to listen to this episode again, you're more than welcome. You can repeat those expressions. Now let's learn some phrases with the word take. Take the plunge. I like this one. I use this one a lot. To take the plunge, atreverse, pegarse, o dar el salto, informal, dar el primer paso. To take the plunge means to make a start even though you feel nervous about something. You're feeling anxious about something, but you decide, no, I'll just do it. That's to take the plunge. Now, for example, my personal example, I've decided to take the plunge and start my podcast show, the English Made Simple podcast, not having any idea, any technical skills, any podcasting skills before, not having any idea where it would take me, but here I am, featured next to Tony Robbins, who is a world-famous life coach. Hello, how cool is that? You see, I took the plunge, I went outside of my comfort zone, and I ended up next to Tony Robbins. Next expression, to take it out on someone. Okay, in Spanish, this would be agarrárselas con alguien, desquitarse con alguien. Hopefully I said that correctly. It's hard to pronounce this word, agarrárselas con alguien. Basically, to take it out on someone is to vent your frustration by being unpleasant to someone, okay? To rant about something, to talk angrily and passionately about something that really bothers you, to take it out on someone. Here's an example. If I have a bad day at work, I will take it out on my husband. He just looks at me, stares at me, and listens and waits for me to finish because he's a gentleman, so it's okay, you know. He's not going to scream at me, I'm just going to scream at him. I've got one more expression. Take one's breath away. Quitar o dejar sin aliento. If something takes your breath away, it is extremely beautiful. I love using Star Wars as an example. Chewbacca from Star Wars took my breath away. He's so beautiful. Not really. We would use it with somebody who is really, really beautiful. Like an actress or a singer or a supermodel or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Somebody who takes your breath away because they're so handsome or they're so beautiful. So here we are, my beautiful people. We have reached the end of the show. Hope you had fun and learned something new today. Those were the expressions you can start practicing today. They are there for the taking. You can take it or leave it. Tómalo o déjalo. Another expression. Well, it's been great hanging out with you guys. See you next time. Hasta la próxima.